When I saw what we are going to react to today, I laughed, I screamed, I jumped around. I had a lot of feelings. So get ready to crack up and also maybe want to throw things across the room. So let's just get right into it.
Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa. And if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to.
Okay, first of all, welcome to my channel. My name is Bethany. If you've never seen my face, if this is your first video from me, I am an opera singer and I used to be in Beachbody from 2014 through 2021. So I have a lot of years of experience and I know a lot of these people personally. I like to talk about the manipulation tactics of MLM Huns, as well as personal development, manifestation nonsense, anything abundance mindset. You know, we're going to get into all of it on this channel. Right now, we are in not like a formal series, but the top body Huns who moved on to other MLMs are really on their shenanigans right now. If they shenan once, they'll shenan again. So that's kind of what we've been focusing on lately, but we're talking about adding MLM horror stories. So if you want to email me your horror stories, my email is in the description box. And if you want to send me anything you see online that you want me to react to, or if you have someone, maybe like a manifestation girly, a life coach, a light worker, everything goes in quotes, that you want me to cover, please let me know in the comments. And I have reacted to people that you guys have told me about or sent to me, including that one manifestation girly that looks like me, only I'm way cooler because I have purple hair. But anyway, I have my new light and I realized the reason it was giving me a headache is that it comes with all these gels. So I put a gel on it today. I put a blue gel on it, which maybe makes me look a little bit blue, but we're going to try some different gels and we're going to see how it works out. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, I'm going to do something crazy for a YouTuber. I'm going to show you my legs, okay? Because I have the coolest pants that my gremlins got for me. My gremlins are my nieces and nephew. I know that the group term for nieces and nephews is nibblings, but I prefer to call them gremlins because that's what they are. So these are my pants. Do you see these? Look at these pants. Okay. That is my cat. Like literally my eldest niece found them and designed them and submitted the picture of my cat Dove. And so now I have these crazy pink and purple sparkly pants with my cat's head all over them, which is amazing. And I love them and I love my gremlins. So I wanted to show you guys that. A lot of you guys are cat people too. And a lot of you guys are Dove people. And who wouldn't be, because Dove is the greatest. So let's get into some more of the stuff I'm trying to clear off my phone that I have saved from all of these Make Wellness shenanigans. And I had to add a recent one because when you guys sent this to me, I cracked up. So without further ado, you'll see why. Let's all laugh together.
All right, I am pumped and ready to rock and roll this day. I am so excited. Just checked in with my virtual gym, my ladies. But what I am so excited about is how many women are signing up to join my team as an affiliate for Make Wellness. So guys, these are the products that
means no one is signing up. Oh my gosh, so many people are signing up. You're compensating. I don't believe it for a second. Then why are you posting about it all the time? You're not getting enough people to sign up. It's like how they tell you to say, I only have 3 spots available to mentor in my business this month. And it's like, you actually, like, you really want 3 people to sign up. Like, you're trying to hit Success Club 5. So you really want 3 people. I only have 5 spots. You're trying to hit Success Club 10. You're trying to recruit 5 coaches to hit some goal or another. She wants so many women to sign up as affiliates. Right now, not very many people are.
I absolutely am obsessed with. They are absolutely incredible. And I have a team, and I help them be successful in this business. And I will tell you, first and foremost, more than anything, these products are amazing. The products work. So people want them. They are what they call blue ocean products, which means they are brand new to the market. There really isn't much like it out there right now. And so that means you get in first. That means you have people who are excited about trying these products, and they work so people stay on them, which makes your business grow. And how great that you get people results. Right? So first and foremost, I am authentic.
Wow. Okay. Okay, they're the first product. They're blue ocean. They're the first product. Okay. That means nothing because there's no regulation on supplements in the United States. So you can just invent something that isn't really anything and you can sell it and you can be like, it's the first of its kind, because there's no regulatory body saying you can't do that, or this has to be blind tested, third party tested. Like that's not a requirement in the United States as of this filming. Secondly, you get to help people get results. Yeah, that's what you said in Beachbody, and everybody who is in Beachbody is getting the same results that they got in Beachbody. And like, it's kind of funny because it doesn't change my mind. If they make a before and after picture where they were like, oh, look, this is when I was doing Beachbody and look how I'm skinnier now, or I'm just happier now. And I'm like, okay, you did that with every single Beachbody program. Like when 80 Day Obsession came out, like the before and afters from top coaches who were always thin, always shredded. It's just they did this program that had like some carb cycling at the end, and they committed to that for 30 days or 80 days. So they got a little bit more shredded and they manipulate their before and after pictures. And then I left before all this stuff, but like Gut Protocol comes out. Suddenly everyone had been having these gut issues for years. And I was like, but didn't Shakeology, wasn't that supposed to solve your gut issues? I don't know. Suddenly everyone had been having gut issues that they didn't know about. And the 4-week Gut Protocol cured them. And then Belvital comes out and everyone's having these hormonal problems, and they do Belvital and it fixes it. And then Beachbody goes affiliate and all these women join Make Wellness, and they're like, actually, those results with Belvital, they were terrible and I hate Belvital and it was too restrictive, but Make Wellness is where it's at because I can recruit you into that and earn money off of a downline. It's so ridiculous. And they're all doing faster way to fat loss as well. And they've admitted it. So it's like, you're doing these carb cycling and intermittent fasting nutrition programs that are incredibly specific and restrictive, and you're trying to bill it as less restrictive and somehow better and more sustainable in life. Like, I don't know. It's just wild. And I saw from one of your comments on my video that I posted today, literally, that Faster Way is also gluten and dairy free. So I'm like, what is this? It's just like, Kat, like we've been watching you for years. Like since 2014, you were a cast member in the OG 21 Day Fix, and your weight has fluctuated, but you've basically stayed the same general size within kind of like a 10 to 20 pound swing. And you have started over so many times. Like, she's constantly starting over and constantly falling off the wagon and constantly all of these things. And I'm like, do you not understand how unreliable of a person you present yourself to be? Like, why would anyone want to join someone that is so inconsistent and that immediately threw away everything about Beachbody, including a more than decade-long friendship with Autumn Calabrese, just so you can have a downline? And that's not me defending Autumn. I think it must be difficult to be friends with Autumn. I don't want to be friends with her. She seems very mean. But I'll have you know, a lot of these women who present themselves as super nice and sweet on social media, they're very mean in real life. And we're going to get into that with Erin Hopkins. But I don't know Kat personally. I never met her. I wasn't in her downline. But I wouldn't be surprised because I've heard from some of you guys in other downlines that like all the people at the top are just so mean in real life. Like just mean girls.
And real. I only promote things that I believe in personally that work for me, and I have seen work incredibly well for others. So that's number one. That's exciting.
Okay, but you authentically were shilling Belle Vitale in October. I need a mic that I can pin to my shirt so I can move around as much as I want. But it's just like, I'm so authentic. I'm sharing my authentic results. You change with every new program that came along with Beachbody, and you are now completely off the Beachbody train and poop talking it, trying to stay YouTube friendly. You poop talk Autumn, even though you were best friends with her for a decade, and you shilled all her programs. You said they were the greatest thing ever, and now suddenly it's just like, I don't believe that you have found a better program or better products with Make Wellness and Faster Way. I believe that you found ways to make money that were better than being a Beachbody affiliate, which is fine. If you are in a job and your job demotes you or you have a pay cut, go look for another job. Not that being in an MLM is a real job, because it's not. But be honest about it. Be like, don't just change the story and expect all of us to believe you. Like, you're so real and authentic. You're like a freaking liar. Everything she says in this clip is so much projection. It is trying to convince you that these things are true when the opposite is true.
Secondly, the opportunity to share these products and make money doing that is real and incredible. And look,
if something is real, you don't have to tell people it's real. You know? Hey guys, it's raining outside. It's real. Hey guys, I have a YouTube channel, you guys. It's real. You can just watch my YouTube videos. I have a 9-to-5 job. It's real. It's real. What if I came home after I got my job and I told my family, like, hey, I started a new job. It is real. They'd be like, okay, I didn't think it was fake until you said that, right? If something's real and you say it's real, everyone's going to be like, no. Why did you? Now I'm doubting it.
Here's what I will tell you. Any business is going to take some time to grow, right? People ask me, here's some questions people ask me. Okay, so here's some questions people ask me. Is it an MLM? Short story is yes, but here's what I want to tell you. People, it's so interesting to me. This kind of marketing has been around forever, and people are still so stuck in like the 80s about what that was. This is the smartest marketing. Let me tell you, anytime someone clicks a link, anytime you click a link, you're doing basically what our business is. That's it. It is sharing products through a person rather than through a huge corporation. And so you get the benefits by making that commission. Genius. It's freaking genius. And everyone's doing it. So the difference is that you not only get to do a direct link, but you will also get to build a team and then get a piece of that. Like, it is, don't underestimate me. I'm a very smart businesswoman. And this is legit so smart. And I'm super excited, as you can tell.
This is where I laughed and screamed and threw things. So if you need a moment to laugh and scream and throw things. Look, I try to operate from a place of kindness on my channel, and I try not to out and out make fun of people. But this is so hard. It is really hard for me to stick to that right now because, Kat, you are not a smart businesswoman. You are not even a businesswoman. What businesses have you started? Not been an independent contractor for. What businesses have you started? You registered the business name, you created an LLC, you decided you chose the product, you decided what product or service you're going to be offering, you set the prices, you came up with the advertising budget, you came up with, if you decided you were going to hire people, how many employees did you hire, and what benefits did you offer them? If you're a very smart businesswoman, your business would grow, you would need to add employees to delegate some of the work, and you would want to offer them a benefits package, which is not, I'm going to pay for this Airbnb for 3 nights in San Diego where you have to share a full-size bed with another grown woman, which I do not share less than a king-size bed. And even that, I am very uncomfortable sharing a bed with strangers, but this legit happened. We had a leadership retreat in LA where our uplines were going to spoil us, and I had to share a full-size bed, a double bed, which is just big enough for me, in my opinion, with another full-grown woman, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to sleep on the couch. So I just sleep on the couch like a 13-year-old at a slumber party. That, I barely got any sleep. It was the worst. All of the retreats, they act like they're going to spoil you, and you have to share beds, and everyone has to go to Whole Foods and pay for your own groceries. You have to pay for all your own meals, and it's like, so you and the other upline split like the cost of an Airbnb for a week. And that's you spoiling us, even though like your entire income is because of us. Anyway, that was a tangent, but I just thought you guys should know that that's not a benefit. Benefits are, who of you, when you signed up for your group healthcare, you provided health insurance to your employees, Kat? Did you provide a 401k matching benefit? Do you give them PTO? Do you even know what PTO is? It's when you can take a vacation and you still get paid your same salary, regardless of whether you post on social media or not. You can take vacation days and you can turn off your phone for the whole week and you still get paid the same amount. Do you even know what PTO is? What deals have you closed, Kat? You're a smart businesswoman. When you joined Make Wellness, how did you negotiate your salary? Oh wait, you don't have a salary, so you had nothing to negotiate. You made none of the decisions on the compensation plan. You don't have any benefits. You didn't have them with Body. You don't have them with Make Wellness. You can get fired. They can go affiliate. You have no control over that. That doesn't sound like a smart business decision. I don't know. Again, everything in this story slide is her saying, I'm authentic. I'm a smart businesswoman. This is a great opportunity. It's real. All of that makes me think opposite. None of it's real. Yes, it has been around, not since the 80s. It's actually been around since like the 50s, 60s. The groundwork has been around since before then. If you read the book Little Bosses Everywhere, she gives you a thorough history of multi-level marketing, but she goes on to describe affiliate marketing. And Make Wellness likes to further muddy the waters by calling their MLM reps affiliates when they're not affiliates. Like I've said before on this channel, that already means something. If you go to Africa and you see what looks like a donkey, but it has stripes, you don't just say, oh, that's a donkey. That's confusing. A donkey is already a thing. You have to say, that's a zebra. You have to give it another name. You can't just, I guess they can. I guess no one is going to get in trouble for, Make Wellness is not getting in trouble for calling their reps affiliates, except by me. And I have no power to do anything about it, but to call it out on my YouTube channel. But you're not affiliates. What you just described is affiliate marketing. Someone clicking a link and you getting a commission for it. You are not affiliate marketing. And you get to build a team. Oh, you get to recruit your own competition and then make money off of them. That's not smart for them. And the people at the top scamming, it's not even smart for them because this business model is unsustainable, which we are seeing in real time, even for the people at the top, because they depend on people losing money at the bottom. Those people keep leaving. MLM is shrinking. And so, yes, even the people at the top who were the only ones making money, you can't be the 1% making money if 99% of people are leaving because they're losing money. And the capacity for building wealth in this business model is there's a limited time, even for the people at the very top who benefit. And then you have to move on to another scam. So no, it's not smart. And it's actually worse than it was in the 80s, because in the 80s, you didn't have the internet. So if you were the person in your town that sold Mary Kay, you could be that like Mary Kay lady to like everyone in your neighborhood. And yes, you could recruit other people, but maybe you could recruit your sister who lives in Texas. And like maybe you could recruit someone in other areas. You could at least somehow kind of have territories. So I think it was actually better in the 80s. Now that it's flooded social media and everyone is wise to it, I think it's actually worse than it was in the 80s and then there's also content like this. So it's a whole thing where it's way worse now than it was in the 80s. And she's trying to make you think that it's somehow better. Also, sorry, I thought I was done, but the fact that I remember having to deal with the accusations of it being a pyramid scheme. And when I was in Beachbody, people weren't like, is that an MLM? It wasn't like, now people just know MLMs are scams. So they say, oh, is it an MLM? And what they mean is, what they asked me was like, oh, is it a pyramid scheme? And I'd be like, no, it's an MLM. No, it's multi-level marketing. One time at Summit, Carl tried to be like, we're not MLM, we're MLH, multi-level helping. I am in a silly mood today. I don't know. It is actually like very dark and it's supposed to storm. It keeps looking like it's about to start, but it hasn't yet. I think the like incoming storm has me all like, blah, you know how it is. Anyway, there was so much to unpack there. I do not miss the having to defend the business model and having to try to like twist things around and be like, no, here's why it's actually the best thing and not a scam. And at one point when I started to wake up, I started being like, if this is so great, why am I constantly having to defend it? Why am I constantly having to try to get people to join? Wouldn't it people just join if it was as amazing as I say it is? Why is Brooklyn Nine-Nine making an episode making fun of MLMs? Why is Schitt's Creek making an episode making fun of MLMs? Like, why is the mainstream making me defend this all the time? And it stopped working. Like the idea that I just somehow had a better mindset or was doing more personal development and I had some kind of like secret to success, that stopped working because I was like, money is more important to everyone. So if this were really a good opportunity to make money, it wouldn't be so hard to recruit people into it, you know? Just think about that. Like, if you're in it right now, like, if it's such a great opportunity, why is it so hard for you to recruit people? Why is it so hard for you to keep people in it? Why do you have to keep defending the business model? Why isn't everyone trying to do it? If it's an actually great way to make money, why isn't everyone doing it?
But we are starting a mentorship that we do monthly, and it starts this Thursday. And look, here's another thing I want to tell you. If you are an empty nester, this is genius. And here's what I want to say. This is not for lazy people. It is not for people who don't want to put in any time, energy, and effort. That's not the right thing for you.
Yeah, guys. So those of us who left MLM because we weren't making any money, we were just lazy. That's it. We didn't want to put any effort. Even though it completely consumed my life for 7 years, I hit Success Club every single month for 7 years. And at least 3 of those years were Success Club 10 or higher. And yet my income was going down. I was posting on vacation. I was constantly adding new people on Instagram. I was investing in life coaching and these other courses. I was doing my vital behaviors every day. I was going above and beyond the vital behaviors on the business activity tracker. But oh no, I'm just lazy. That's what it is. I'm just lazy. See, this is where the mask is slipping a little bit. Like I said, I don't know Kat in real life, but this is showing me, it's a little glimpse into the mean girl side. So when you see these Huns on social media start to make these little comments, even if they seem so positive, you know, like the mask slips a little bit. They're going to gaslight you. They're going to tell you you're lazy. They're going to act like anyone who left just like couldn't hack it. It's not right for everyone. Like the people who leave or the people who speak out against it, they just suck. They just weren't willing to put in the effort. You know, like you can see the mean girl energy. Some of them, like Kayla Betts, are really just mean on main, like super mean. I think she is the one who I've seen be meanest out of everyone, but a lot of them are better at hiding it. But when you know what to look for, you can see the meanness. And Kat just always presents as like this sweet, relatable person. She's like everyone's favorite in 21 Day Fix, and the mask slipped. She's mean.
Really, because it takes time, energy, and effort. You aren't going to build your entire business in a month, but I don't know about you, but when I retire, I want to travel. I want money. I want to be able to pay for my healthcare. I want to be able to take my grandchildren to Disney if I want to do that. And that takes money. So I am loving this business model, right? It's so doable. And I just can't wait to share that with everyone who's joining me. So here's what you do. First and foremost, what I am going to tell you is
I would like to be able to retire. That would be nice. So does Make Wellness offer a retirement package? Do they offer you a 401k with a match? No? Do they offer you healthcare? You wanted to have healthcare. Does Make Wellness offer you healthcare? Oh, no, you have to get it through the marketplace. So they pay you independent contractor, which means they don't take out any taxes, which means you have to pay twice as many taxes as someone with a W-2 job, a 9-to-5, like just us employees out here with the JOB, because you have to pay both the employee and the employer Social Security. So 7% employee, 7% employer. So you have to pay twice as much Social Security tax, which is ridiculous because Social Security got gutted and we're all just paying for ICE to illegally deport people without due process, and for the, I don't know if I can say this on YouTube, the alligator, I want to use the word for what a certain dictator in the 1930s and 40s in Germany, like those things that he created, you know, camps, think about it, concentrate on it. We have one of those in the United States. We're in full-blown cruelty era. Like, it is awful and terrifying. I'm so sorry. This has been a really lighthearted video, but you know, I'm here with you, living in this world, trying to create content, and I actually am like, it's more important than ever that I talk about these scammers because of the way that the orange one is gutting everything and making prices go up. Student loan payments are coming back, and there was no reason for Republicans to block the SAVE plan except for cruelty. Like, it literally didn't hurt anyone else. It just made it easier for people to pay back their student loans. Literally. And they're like, no, we have to get rid of it because people have to suffer, because we hate educated people, because they tend to go more to the left, because they're smarter and they have critical thinking skills. Can't be on the right if you have critical thinking skills. Sorry. They're fully evil at this point. So yeah, I went on a tangent, but how did I get there? Oh, I feel like it's really important to be making anti-MLM content and anti-scam content because of how much everything is going to cost more, and all of the social services that have been gutted, and how we're going into a Trump-made recession and student loan payments are coming back and they're going to be more expensive because, you know, we can't do anything to make people's lives easier. They have to suffer, and people are going to be looking for ways to make money. And MLM is dying, and I don't want them to get a resurgence out of this current political and economic climate that we are being forced into because people thought that they would have cheaper eggs if they voted for a felon who has already tried to overthrow the government once. Good job, guys. Have the day you voted for.
Just comment the word affiliate. We'll connect. There's no obligation. We just connect. But first and foremost, I'm going to ask you to please be a customer first. I don't want anyone on my team who doesn't totally believe in these products, right? I believe in these products 1,000%. They have helped me.
That's a lie, too. I used to say that first. I used to say, be a customer. Like, do 21-day fix, do it exactly, and you will get such amazing results that you'll want to be a coach. But if someone had been like, no, I want to sign up like just as a coach because I'm gonna keep getting Shakeology and I want to get the discount, or like, oh, like my mom wants to do it with me, so I'll sign up as a coach so I can sign her up. I'd be like, awesome, we'll sign you up as a coach. She will sign people up as a rep. I'm not gonna say affiliate when talking about Make Wellness reps. They are reps, they're consultants, they're not affiliates.
They have helped so many of my customers. We all feel amazing, and that's why we love sharing it. So that's number one. Number two, I want you to get ready to work. I love what we do. We have a great time doing it. I mean, when we go to our meetings that are in person, like our conventions, oh my God, obviously we have a blast, and it's fun. It is a fun business to do. So I want you to be ready to try something new. This might be it for you. Like, it's very exciting. The opportunity is pretty mind-blowing. This company is mind-blowing. So I did some slides earlier. You can go check them out. But this company, Make Wellness, it's breaking records. And by the way, we're just getting started.
What records? What records are you breaking? I don't know. You're not even a publicly traded company. Like
we are literally just getting started. They're coming out with new products. They're going to blow the roof off. Like, now is the perfect time for you to get in and get set up and get started so that when these new products hit, you're ready to go. Not to mention that all the existing products are absolutely mind-blowing. So anyway, DM me if you have any questions. I will be in my DMs all day. Very busy day. But
of course you will. Of course you'll be in your DMs all day. Like, you are desperate for people to join Make Wellness. You are so desperate. It's giving so desperate. No one is joining this. The products all have these vague claims like, oh, we all feel amazing. Good for you. I feel amazing. I had some of that wild berry cheesecake ice cream that Trader Joe's has seasonally. If you have a Trader Joe's near you and you want a seasonal treat, this is one of my best jokes that I've ever made, but that we are in ordinary time in the Trader Joe's liturgical calendar. So if you're Catholic or if you're familiar with like high church, you'll know that the high church like Christian calendar is, there's Advent and there's Lent and we have Easter and all those holidays, and then after Easter we go into ordinary time. And somewhere in there's Epiphany. There's other stuff, but those are the basic ones. And then we go into ordinary time, which is like there's just no like Christian holidays until we get back to Advent again. And I made that joke because Trader Joe's has, pumpkin season, and then they have like all their Christmas stuff, and then we kind of like go into ordinary time. But there's always there's kind of a spring, there's like a mini spring or like a mini summer like holiday. So there are always seasonal items even within ordinary time. Let me know if I should add another season to the Trader Joe's liturgical calendar. I think it's like pumpkin season and winter holiday season. Like those are your kind of like two major ones. But wild berry cheesecake ice cream, it's so good. Sorry about it if you're dairy free.
But excited and really focused on getting this mentorship program set up. And we start Thursday. So just comment the word affiliate so we can connect. I can answer your questions. But I'm excited. This is going to be pretty awesome. Don't want you to miss it. Now it's time for me to go get my workout in.
Okay, so what is this mentorship? Oh, we're going to have a mentorship. Like, what is it? Is it you mentoring them in this business? Are you trying to recruit? Like, obviously the whole thing, she was trying to recruit people as affiliates, but she made the mentorship seem like it was a different thing. Like, I'm going to mentor you in your health and fitness. What qualifies you to be a mentor for anything? It's because she's a very smart businesswoman, you guys. She's very smart. Stop underestimating her. It's like, oh, how smart? This is a smart business model, and it's real. It's real, and I'm smart. Am I not convincing you? Am I not convincing you with this? Oh my goodness. Okay. So obviously I had to cover that. So we're going to see what else is on my phone, and I'll be right back. I changed out the blue gel for a yellow one. Is it better or worse? Do I look jaundiced? Discuss in the comments. I'm back. It is so gloomy, and it is 63 right now in Chicago. We're having this random, like we had a thunderstorm come in. It's supposed to get hot again in a couple of days. But right now, the slumbering pumpkin spice goblin that lives in the back of my brain started to wake up and was like, is it time yet? And I was like, bro, as much as I want it to be time, unfortunately not yet. But I am enjoying the gloomy, more cool weather. Call me basic, but your girl loves autumn. So not the trainer, the season. I was thinking actually about how I said in part one, like, it doesn't seem like autumn would be a very good friend. And I get like really insecure vibes from autumn. And it's like, she's obviously like a beautiful and super fit, shredded person. But sometimes those are the people that are the most insecure because their whole thing has been like their appearance, their whole life. And that's like their leading, you meet someone who's like a model and they're like so insecure. And I'm like, maybe because there's this knowing that appearance is, we're all going to get old and you have to have more to yourself. Lead with something else, Autumn. Like you have other traits of value, probably. But it seems like she's, insecure people can be very mean, So, all right, I'm just rattling on. Okay. Oh! Okay, so this part 2 is going to be a mishmash of stuff in my phone that I can delete. Okay. First of all, I haven't mentioned this yet. When I think I'm still in the Nueva Facebook group, but when they launched, they were, of course, doing all of their recognition of different people. And immediately, so Sarah Zalecki posted this graphic, I'll put it up here, that's like, congratulations, John and Nadia hitting Elite 3 right out of the gate, which is the highest rank in Nueva. And then John posted, similarly for Tony and Sarah, they already hit Elite 3. I'll put that up here too. And I'm just like, yeah, you guys started Nueva. Like, everyone is under you. Like, of course you're going to hit the highest rank as soon as your founder's box becomes available. Like, that's just, why are, like, you started a company. You don't get to take, it's not like you joined a company and built through the ranks. Like, you started, you placed yourself at the top of the pyramid. Like, you placed yourself there. You are always going to have the highest rank in the company. Also, I feel like it should be a conflict of interest. Like, the CEO, the founders, etc., sure, they are always technically at the top of the pyramid. But Carl was not, like, personally sponsoring. Like, he had his own separate CEO salary. And I think usually CEOs of these companies have their own, they just have a salaried position. Like, they're not at the top of the pyramid. That seems weird. And it seems like a conflict of interest. But honestly, like, the fact that MLMs are legal at all is a conflict of interest, in my opinion. Like, they should be illegal. I have my big window open because of how cool it is outside. And I'm just, like, letting all the cool air in to my apartment. So I wanted to talk about this post from Julie Binder Reynolds. So Julie Reynolds. So I had someone say that they kind of fell off the bandwagon of growing their business when they heard about the founder's kit prices. Get ready for some manipulation and gaslighting, okay? Please know that we have other products that are coming that are less expensive. We now offer individual bottles, which are more affordable, and we are just getting started. You don't need to get your own kit in order to grow your business at this moment. Obviously, you want to be a product of the product, but if you don't want body or you can't afford the body, that's one of their supplements, Nueva Body. That is okay. Continue to work your business. We are all here to help you succeed. It doesn't matter which kit you get, but what matters is that you crush your goals. You joined Nueva because you saw the vision and what this business could do for yourself and for others. Do not let the price of the kit slow you down from working your booties off. I censored that. Let's crush your goals and don't let the kit price stop you from working your business. This is just, okay. If you were in the Nueva Facebook group and you saw the prices and you were like, maybe I'm going to opt out. That's correct, because these supplements are completely overpriced. Now, you can with real products, you can actually compare an MLM product to kind of the market and you can see that it's been marked up, but peptides are just made up. It's a snake oil. So if it seems expensive, it's expensive, and it's not even something that's been proven. Allegedly, the Nueva Body is not doing anything, although I don't think the Make Wellness ones are doing anything either. That's just me. Oh my gosh. Please hold. I have to show you guys something. See, this is why I need a clip-on mic. Okay, so I was doing my makeup, and I have two brush holders. I need to get one big tub that I can put them in, like a cylinder. And I looked at this and I was like, holy crap. I've had this for years. I didn't even think about it because I always have it folded like this so I can have my brushes. It's Mary Kay. This is a Mary Kay brush holder, and none of these brushes are Mary Kay. They're all like BK Beauty or It Cosmetics or whatever, because I'm an actual makeup artist. But yeah, this holder, it's very convenient. Oh, there go my tweezers. It's very convenient because you can just set it like this and it stands up and you can put all your brushes in it. And I was doing my makeup and I was like, that's Mary Kay. None of the brushes, I don't think I have any Mary Kay brushes left. I must have decluttered them, not because of anti-Mary Kay, like I wasn't anti-MLM, but I upgraded my brushes over the years of becoming a makeup artist and getting better at makeup and realizing you can spend money on high performing makeup, but eventually it's going to expire. But your brushes, as long as you keep them clean, that's something that's worth spending money on, in my opinion, because a good brush can make a product perform better, but a bad brush can make a good product look bad. Anyway, so that's my little piece of advice. This is not a makeup channel, but that's my little piece of advice. And the Mary Kay is lingering. But yeah, I don't have any Mary Kay brushes anymore. I don't know what happened to them, honestly. I didn't consciously declutter them, but I guess that just tells you that it's mid. They're not a good enough product, especially for the price. And their products themselves, like the makeup products, I would say are also aggressively mid. Probably kind of like Urban Decay level, but priced higher than Urban Decay. They're priced at a more luxury price point, but they're not. They're better than drugstore, but not at all luxury. So, and if you actually want to support an independently owned makeup company, there are tons of indie brands that are actual businesses, not MLMs, and go follow Heather Austin or a smaller creator, Heather Eaglin, Ashes on My Lashes. I like her a lot. And Smithy Sony, I like her a lot too. I like the smaller creators. I'm with you. We're both doing this thing. Anyway, So I thought that was really funny, but yeah. So we had some gaslighting from Julie there, and the pressure to buy stuff is so real. Like, yes, you have to be a product of the product, and like people are turned off by the cost of the founder's box because it's like, yeah, it's a lot of money, and you don't know how, this is an unproven product. You don't know how well it's going to sell. I think Nueva is falling flat on their face. So this next post, we're just going through my phone, finding the posts that I saved. Hey guys, if you can't afford the founder's pack in its entirety, you can always find 2 customers. Then you all 3 get to try it out. Oh my gosh, that is the oldest trick in the book, let me tell you. And then Michelle Barnes commented on it. Yes, where there's a will, there's a way. Oh my gosh, it's so cheesy. But yeah, I remember saying that when I was trying to sell people Beachbody Challenge packs. I was like, well, if you enroll as a coach and then find 3 people to do it with you, then yours is paid for. Like your mom, your sister, and your coworker, and then you also have a built-in accountability group to do 21-day fix with. It's like a sneaky way to recruit people. And then there's also this whole idea in MLMs that money ain't a thing. You know, like if you have a financial objection, you just aren't thinking creatively enough, or you have a small mindset. And you know what? Like money is a legitimate reason not to do something, because if you'd rather spend your money on something else besides overpriced snake oil, then go ahead and do that. You know, there are things that like, we all have our priorities when it comes to money, and money is a legitimate reason not to do anything, and don't ever let anyone tell you otherwise. So someone asked, how much is the founder's pack? And John said $550 for a 3-month supply of body and a box of nitro. $550 for a 3-month supply of this peptide that is alleged. It's allegedly supposed to do a bunch of things. And nitro, which is, how much is in a box of nitro? Like 30 servings? Is that like a month supply? Why did he say a 3-month supply of body and just a box of nitro? Why doesn't he say how many months of nitro? You know what? I just got a bunch of things of Alani Nu pre-workout because they were having BOGO, like buy one, get one 50% off. So I think I spent a total of like $70 on four things of Alani Nu pre-workout, like 4 different flavors, and they all have 30 servings in them. Like, I don't need nitro. I don't need that. Another post, add me to the founders circle, babe. I just made my purchase. Don't leave your dreams on the pillow moment. You haven't achieved anything. You have spent $550. Congratulations. My dream is to have $550. More, okay. Here we go. Founders Circle limited edition pack. I hate when they do this. Retail value $775 and it's only $550. You decided the retail, like you decided the value. I hate it even more when life coaches do it, because it's like, who sets these prices? They're like, this is a $5,000 value, but if you take my course and you get like 2 one-on-one sessions with me, that's worth $5,000 and you get it for $3,000. And they try to make you feel like you're getting a deal, and it's like, you're not though. It includes a 3-month supply of Nueva Body, free pack of Nueva Nitro. See, even this official graphic doesn't tell me how many servings are in Nueva Nitro. Let me try. I can't see. I'm trying to like read the bag, but it's not on there. So stupid. Exclusive Founders Circle water bottle. Ooh. Wow. Social marketer fee waived. Okay, so that gaslighty post that she made earlier, if you don't buy it, then you also have to pay a social marketer fee. So you have to pay a fee, and that is getting you nothing. Stupid. 550 points towards rank advancement. 400 CV, commissionable volume, unlocks full commission eligibility for June and July. free shipping. This is the pack that launches the movement. Ready to be part of history? Yes, I would like to be part of the historical anti-MLM movement that took down your MLM before it ever got off the ground. That's the history I'd like to be a part of. Who wants to join me? Everybody? Everybody? Okay. Oh my gosh. Did I tell you guys this? I don't remember. I saved this. Okay, I'm not going to share this screenshot because this is not a famous person. It is someone who I'm connected with on social media who last messaged me to try to sell me Mary Kay in August 27th, 2023. And I said, no, thank you. I'm not interested. And she just said, okay. Literally sent me a message towards the end of June that says, so I know you're anti-MLM, but I'm placing the bulk order tonight at 9 p.m. CST. Need anything added to it? Also offering $25 mystery packages until 9 o'clock too. Free shipping. Mystery package contains 1 limited edition, no longer available item, 1 beauty tool, and 2 minis. I'm only 2 mystery packages away from my goal. Want one? And I just said, no, thank you. But I was like, the fact that she started the sentence with, so I know you're anti-MLM, but I feel, at first I laughed and I screenshotted it and texted to my friend who we've been communicating, also healing from Beachbody together. But I'm not going to share the screenshot. I'm not going to say who it is. If she watches this, you are worth so much more than Mary Kay. Like, you have talent. You have skills. You're not being paid what you're worth. You shouldn't have to spam your Facebook friends, even the ones you know are actively opposed to your business, to try to get those orders in by the end of the month. It's the end of the month insanity. If you haven't followed Sarah, is it Sarah Nelson? She's another anti-MLM creator. She just started like a few months ago. She's pretty new to the space, but she does great work. And she does an end of the month insanity series, and it is so real. I don't think she's ever been in an MLM herself, but she kind of has that perspective of like, what the F is going on in these MLMs? You feel so compelled by these monthly goals. You just feel like you have to hit these benchmarks that they give you. It's crazy. Like, looking back on it, the first month I didn't hit Success Club, I was like, oh, I like felt something lift off of me. Like, I was okay. I was going to be okay. And the world kept turning. But it makes me feel really bad for her. And it'd be really easy for me to get offended and be like, lady, the last time you messaged me was almost 2 years ago. And it was about trying to get me to buy Mary Kay. I said no. And the next time you message me is trying to get me to buy Mary Kay. And there's no like, hey, how are you doing? What are you up to? Are you singing in anything? Like, no even like trying to catch up with me or like, we called it forming in Beachbody, FORM, which these are the family, occupation, recreation, and then mission. So you talk about those FOR things, and then you bring in your mission, which is like the MLM. The M should just stand for MLM. And I see anti-MLM creators who haven't been in an MLM pointing out like how hurtful that is to people, that you just talk about those things and you act like you want to be their friend, but you actually just want to sell them stuff or try to recruit them into your MLM. We are taught to do that. It also is like just as rude to just ignore all that and go right into your invite. Either way, like, I personally am not offended. I just feel bad for her because I wasn't taken in. I wasn't like, oh, she's just trying to be my friend for this reason. Like, when someone who's clearly in an MLM starts messaging me, like I've had someone my last 2 birthdays, like try to start conversations. And I'm like, I know, like, why aren't you changing the subject to your MLM yet? Like, you're just talking to me about random stuff. I know where this is going, but I don't get offended by any of it because I know like how brainwashed they are. And I just feel bad for them. Honestly, I remember doing it and it's so embarrassing and it's so cringe. And girl, you just are worth so much more than that. Also, as a makeup artist, Mary Kay is like not great. Like, there's much better stuff out there. I mean, look at my makeup. Does it look great? This is indie makeup on my eyes and on this highlighter. Isn't it cool? Look at that duochrome. Can you see it? I know I'm still blurry. I like being blurry. I might get a better quality camera if I can ever afford it, but for no logical reason at all, Republicans got rid of the SAVE plan, so my student loan payments are going up, and now I'm going to have interest again, even though they can afford 6-figure and 45K bonuses for their Gestapo. So I have gone from like hilariously laughing to like irate political rants all in the same video. I hope that's why you are subscribed to me. I hope that's what you like. Okay. How much more of this is this video going to be? Okay. Do I want to tackle these income claims that Erin Hopkins posted on her story? I'm going to do it. Okay. This might be a long one. That's what she said. Okay. So she shared all these. This is a main grid post, so it might still be up. Today I got to hear about so many on my team about how their income from May helped their families. Swipe to see what they said. This is the first time I've added up what I've made with Make in a month. If you could see my face, it'd look like this. Never did I ever think trying to earn just enough to cover my peptides would grow to something like this. I always said that, I was just trying to earn enough to cover my Shakeology, and now it's grown to this whole thing. No, I was always trying to make money, and it didn't grow that much, and I was spending so much. She added up what she made. She didn't add up how much she spent or how many hours she's worked, which for Beachbody, that was the main thing. It's the 24/7, like you're constantly on. Okay, this covered summer camps for my kids and bought my son a suit to wear to pin his father at his firefighter graduation at the end of June. Helping people feel good and impacting lives would be enough, but what a sweet, sweet bonus to know this is blessing us financially as well. How much time have you spent away from your son? How much time have you spent doing Make Wellness? How much money have you spent on Make Wellness? I can almost guarantee that this is not blessing your family financially. It's costing you way more. My goal the 6 years I did Body was to get a paycheck over $600. Some months I was close, some not at all, but either way I never hit it. Just added my May checks up. Star eye emoji. Here's to an even bigger June. May alone will almost cover my daughter's whole year of soccer dues. Can you imagine people in the real world being like, I got a new job and it's paying for my kids' sports or my kids' piano lessons? And it's like, yeah, it's a job. That's what it's supposed to do. But in MLM, they have to try to bring up these tangible things because you're not earning a full-time income. You're not the rich people at the top. So you have to say things like, I started this thing on the side and it's just like sharing what's working with me and helping people. And I've already made enough money to cover my voice lessons. That's what I did. I'm like, I covered my voice lessons. Like now that doesn't have to come out of my regular job. And it's just like, it's so weird because I would have made more like driving for Uber all those years on the side of like waitressing, gigging, driving for Uber, DoorDash. I would have a higher net worth right now because I could have like saved and invested more. Like, it's ridiculous. I have officially matched my monthly salary at my full-time job, and I have now come home full-time to do Make. That is a terrible idea. I get to be home with my babies. Most importantly, I don't have to miss therapy sessions for my son. I get to be the present mom I've been dreaming of. Okay. So April is when Modere went under. And now they're like, we all had this huge May. You can't, I've said this before, and I will say it a million times. You are not allowed to say, I've matched my full-time salary until you get to the end of the year. Because MLM paychecks go like this. And the last 3 months of the year, they go like this. Because everyone is spending their money on holiday stuff. And no one is spending their money on MLM products. We used to say, don't be a fourth quarter quitter, which is another manipulation tactic. But it's like, no. You don't get to say like, okay, I had a $1,500 week in Beachbody And I made a post saying, oh, as a waitress, I used to make $600 a week. As a Beachbody coach, I make $1,500 a week. I made it sound like I make that every week. I made it 1 week once. I never hit it again. And that was in like 2019. And I left in 2021. So, and a present mom, like constantly on her phone, constantly making Instagram stories, constantly inviting at the end of the month. If you haven't hit those goals, you're going to be present for your kids on Halloween if you haven't hit your monthly goals in October? I don't think so. Emily Lynn Paulson in her book, Hey Hun, has a whole chapter about end of the month and how she like stayed up until almost midnight, like frantically trying to get someone signed up to hold her rank, and she like missed trick-or-treating with her kids. A true blessing, paid for my girl and I to get our hair done, plus all our peptides covered. Is anyone tracking how much they're spending on this? My May pay 30% of my mortgage, which has been needed, as that's exactly what I have needed to close the gap for the past 6 months with other family expenses taking a priority. So thank goodness I'm getting paid to literally share something that I would anyways. It's not like that. When I recommend something to someone that I really like, I give them, even if I have a link for it, like if I have my Overtone link or whatever, like it is completely different from being in an MLM. It is so different. It's not the same. Like the pressure, it's not, I can't, maybe my brain is breaking down. These affiliate testimonies are making me want to punch my wall. Okay, I'm not going to do that because I would just injure my hand. What I make with Make now covers groceries for the entire month and then some. Apart from paying for a few things, I had the pleasure of taking my husband to choose his gift, and I paid for it. We had a really heavy month because our oldest took on summer college classes that we weren't anticipating, and our other daughter made her communion, so we threw a simple 85-person party. Laugh cry emoji. It felt good to contribute to those things that felt like a big added expense for the month. I look forward to contributing to my family in a meaningful way and watching my pay increase each month. 4 kids ain't no joke. Okay, this is one of my biggest pet peeves with MLM, even though I am child-free by choice. So I will never be a stay-at-home mom. I will never be the primary caretaker because I don't ever want to have kids. But it still makes me livid that these women talk about contributing meaningfully. Your contribution as a stay-at-home mom is worth more than the husband who is the breadwinner. If you add up the salary of a full-time housekeeper and a full-time childcare, it is well over 6 figures, and that is only 40 hours a week. But you are there 24/7, and the momming doesn't stop at 5 p.m. The momming can happen in the middle of the night, like the momming is nonstop. Like the amount of money that women should be paid for the work that they do is way more than 6 figures. So you contributing meaningfully actually is allowing your husband to build his career. And, men get the fatherhood bonus when they have kids. Meanwhile, women get the motherhood penalty when they have kids. Like, I feel the feminist rant coming on. But they devalue themselves. You think because you're not contributing financially that you're not contributing? Like, you're the only reason your husband can have his job. It allows men to overinflate their value and be like, well, I make all the money, so I get to relax and stuff when I get home. Well, she's been taking care of the kids all day, so at 5 o'clock or 5:30, whenever you get home, you guys should be splitting the work 50-50 because you both worked all day. And you had like a scheduled lunch break and scheduled breaks where you got to completely shut out. The mom doesn't. Even if the child is napping, you have to have the monitor and you have to be aware. Like when I go on my lunch break, I mute, I mute my computer so when the phone rings, I don't hear it. But parents can't do that with a baby monitor. Okay, You guys get the point. I've been yapping enough about this, but yeah, it makes me so mad. Summer camp for my kids, saving what I earned to pay for driving lessons for my teen to get her license. I started on March 31st, and in April, my income totaled over $2,000, not including my gift card. Oh, she gets some bullcrap gift card from Aaron for joining. This month is looking the same. After completely losing my income, I worked with Body for over 10 years. Finding Make has been an absolute blessing. My husband had to get another full-time job because the loss of my income with Body was a huge blow. Now I'm generating income, paying off debts that piled up from November 2024 to March, contributing to everything at home, and having my own income again, which for me is truly wonderful. If you just got a job, it would be way more sustainable. And I know remote work is dwindling a little bit, but it is here to stay. I think it will always be an option going forward, and you could get a part-time remote position. You absolutely could. Okay, so those were all those testimonials. They made me want to throw things, and the main reason I was getting so heated, I'm gonna go back to the middle. I'm ending this video. It has been a long one. The main reason it makes me so angry is because I used to do so many income posts about the opportunity, and I was fudging, making things look different than they were, making it look like a better opportunity than it was, all the way to outright lying. Like, I think I did very little outright lying, but when you look at it, like, it was lying. I mean, saying I was making $1,500 a week that's as close as you can get to an outright lie. It was a week. $1,500 a week, 1 week. It's just like, come on. Like, I know. That's why I'm so skeptical of every one of those stories, because I'm like, even if you say, like, I made $2,000, I'm like, okay, is that the whole story? Like, how many hours did you work? How much of your soul did this consume? Like, MLMs are like dementors, you know? They're gonna come and steal your soul. Like, it's true. It's a commercial cult. It is a cult, in my opinion and in my experience. I can't handle the income and not being allowed. So I think the FTC has prohibited like certain types of income claims and being able to say like exactly what you make, which has actually made it easier for MLM Huns to lie, because they can just put up these vague things like, oh, I'm paying for my kids' soccer dues for the year. And it's like, okay, we don't know how much that is. And like, they don't have to say how much they spent on product, or if they are buying, like a lot of people buy, there was this, I don't know if it still exists. It was a platform. I forget what it was called. I had it for a while. It was towards the end of my Beachbody days, but it was like something that was similar to like ClickFunnels, or something, or you have like a business thing. And it was specifically for people in MLMs. So a lot of people bought that because it's like, oh, you can get rid of like your ClickFunnels and your MailChimp and like all your other stuff, which by the way, that's a bunch of other stuff. It's like, you don't have to get MailChimp, but like you need to have a newsletter, and like you need to send, you know, like you don't have to get ClickFunnels, but you want to have all these things. You don't have to, you know, it's just like it all adds up. And then there's all the retreats. Like, how many of those women like paid to go to the Make Wellness Summit, and how much did it cost for their hotels while they were there, for their meals while they were there? Did they all go out? You know, like there's so many things, like the cost adds up. All I can say is that when I was in Beachbody, I was constantly like paycheck to paycheck, because I would be like, how did I get so behind on everything? How did all, like, I was like, oh, well, I have to go be Meredith's +1 at leadership in Las Vegas. And then Las Vegas is super expensive, and we had to go eat at a super expensive restaurant. And no, she wasn't paying for me, even though I was one of the reasons she was even able to be at leadership. Like, you can't buy me like a $50 plate, cheapo. It's like, anyway, I've ranted enough for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think this one might be longer than an hour today. So to those of you who made it to the end, thank you for watching. Some of you guys have sent me more stuff. I'm very excited. Please send me more stuff, and send me your MLM horror stories. So the video I posted today, I talked about doing that and you guys said yes. So please send me your MLM horror stories. And once I get enough of them, I will make my first MLM horror stories episode. You guys are the tastemakers, I guess. You guys get to be kind of the architects of what direction my channel goes, because I am still new and some things perform really well, some things not so well. I want to share what I want to share, of course, but I also want to share what you guys want to hear while we're small and we have this community, and I love reading all of your comments. I say that a lot. Sorry if it's like, oh, she's complimenting us again. I'm love bombing you guys. I'm so excited to lock arms with you as we build my channel. Okay. All right. I'm still wearing my Dove pants, but I don't know where she is. I think she's sleeping under the bed. Dovey. Anyway, kiss your pets on their little soft heads for me. Enjoy the cooler weather if you are in a place with cooler weather. If you're in a place with hot weather, stay cool. And that's it. I'll see you in the next one.
What does perfect even mean?